So we have driven about 3 hours today further north, and we're now in the northern part of Spain.
I think we're all just making the most of these last late summer evenings.
But we've spotted a couple of cats roaming about, just fishing for some scraps. Hi everyone, and welcome to our channel. We are Hannah and Johnny, also known as Finding Our Adventure. In 2020 we converted our Ford Transit to live in full time. Since then, we've been on an endless adventure with our two cats, Tia and Sky, exploring, living and working in our tiny home. Join us each week for a new episode of Finding Our Adventure.
Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Finding Our Adventure. We have driven all the way to the beautiful hilltop fortified town of Manzanares, I think it's called, and we are here surrounded by beautiful blue skies. We're about to head up now to go explore. It seems really quiet because I think basically everybody's, all the school holidays are finished now, so yeah, we're really excited to go explore and find out what it's all about.
And there's some incredible views here, and we can see Spain, I think, from here as well. We're very close to the border. And this is the start of our journey back home to the UK. So today it is, it's the end of August, so
it's September now.
We're starting to think about the next few months and thinking about winter and soaking up as much vitamin D as we can.
And we've got a beautiful hot day for that.
Wish that I could stay, wish for this moment to never go away. But it's all in my mind, and though I know that there is nothing to find, you're beautiful.
So Manzanares is built on a hill, and it's a medieval village, and it's actually one of the oldest in Portugal. One really interesting thing about this village is that it's absolutely steeped in history because of its location, and it's so close to the Spanish border that there's lots of history about it being fought over. And just behind me here there's a massive bull ring.
While you roam in the streets all alone, and all you can see.
So we've just found somewhere to have a nice drink with a nice view, and look at this. Not bad. So we've been very lucky to get a table here because we've noticed that all of the restaurants have got reserved signs on them. So we're lucky to have a nice seat at the moment and have a nice drink, refreshing drink with this view. So we feel very lucky to be able to do this right now. I'm very happy that we decided to stop here. We've got quite a long drive back, but there's a few places along the way that we're very excited to stop at, and this one has definitely been one of the highlights so far.
Trying to live another day like the mothers of Brazil find their way.
So we really enjoyed a nice refreshing drink with a brilliant view, and now we're just heading back to the van. We're gonna go, I think, and make some pizza because we are loving our Omnia oven, and it takes quite a while to make the pizza because we make about like 3 or 4 in one go. So yeah, gonna go back, make some pizza, go get the drone ready and come out for sunset because I think it's gonna be absolutely spectacular. I don't think I can come in. Are you just chilling? See ya.
When you're lost and no one's there, and you wonder who even cares. Oh,
So welcome to night cam. We've just gone down from the castle and we've got an amazing view of the castle, but we've spotted a couple of cats roaming about, just fishing for some scraps. And Johnny thought it'd be a really good idea to give them some food. So the first one came and ate all the food really, really quickly, so he gave him a bit more. And now there's another cat, and Tia and Sky are loving watching them from quite a close distance actually. So it's very dark now, so I don't know how much of this you're going to be able to see.
Look at Tia and Sky though.
But yeah, I mean, they are just hooked. This is their evening entertainment.
Live a little, flip the page, give it some more, getting out of my way. I was hiding, bulletproof, forever waiting, then came you. I thought.
Good morning everybody. So I'm up early this morning to watch the sunrise, and it's been absolutely amazing. It's been so quiet and peaceful, and you just can't hear anything other than the sound of birds. Every now and then you can hear a car in the distance. But one of the most amazing things this morning that completely caught me by surprise was 3 hot air balloons just like went over our heads. They must have taken off up in the village behind us. So that was really cool to see this morning. But I think in a minute I'm going to pop back into bed because, yeah, I'm not normally up this early. So we've just had breakfast with this incredible view, and this morning we have a guest for breakfast. We've got another cat. This is cat number 3, and very pretty cat. The most sociable cat we've met actually, and it's got beautiful blue eyes. He's very friendly, and we just gave him some breakfast, and I think he wants some more. Because they absolutely wolf down this food. Like yesterday, I think you'll see in the footage, the cats are just like, they're like eating it, and they're very, very hungry. But hopefully this one's a bit more happier now he's got some food in his belly.
So now that we've finished feeding every single cat in Portugal, we're going to pack up the van and going to hit the road again. And we did about 3 hours yesterday, which means that we've probably got another 2-3 hours today, and then on Sunday another 3 hours, and then we should be getting close to the part of northern Spain where we want to go to. And it's really good because we are actually well ahead of schedule now, because we've left the coast earlier than planned because of the parking situation. So it means that we're going to be hitting northern Spain by Monday, when originally we were only planning to leave the coast on Monday. And then it's not too far to Calais from there, and we've got a few weeks to do that, so we can go explore some new places. But it's just nice to be ahead of schedule. It's nice that the sun's out, and yeah, we're having a great time.
We are in Spain, and we just crossed the border to fill up with some fuel and also to wash the van. One of the crazy things is we just filled up with about 100 euros of fuel, and how much did it cost us? 80 something euros. So in Spain the government actually gives a slight discount on fuel, because we had last time when we were coming through Spain, Johnny said as well that he didn't really understand when he put in 100 euros that it cost a lot less, and they explained today that yeah, the government basically gives them a certain percentage off because of the war in Ukraine. So the government are helping out the locals here to still carry on with their everyday lives, which is very good, because back in the UK that is definitely not the case. So it's been very nice having those extra bonuses along the trip. We have just arrived at our park up for the evening. We've had quite a long day of driving and we're going to now let the girls out for a nice little sunset walk as it's cooled down, so it's quite hot today and I think they're quite excited to get out there. Really?
Come on, this way. What's going?
Nice sunset.
I think we're all just making the most of these last late summer evenings. It's beautiful here. We've got a golden sunset. All the grass around here is like is golden as well, so everything's just reflecting like a beautiful orange hue. And yeah, I think we're just trying to make the most of it because obviously we're heading back to the UK. Got a few weeks left, and then we're going to be heading into autumn and winter. And yeah, as you know, van life is much harder in the winter when it's colder and wet and condensation. And so it's just really nice to have these long summer evenings still. And yeah, we're just really lucky. So I think we're just going to really enjoy the sunset, and Tia and Sky are really enjoying their walk. And it's really peaceful here. It's just such a beautiful, perfect park up.
Good morning everybody. So today I've decided to get up and go for a run, which is the first time in a very, very long time. I have a bit of a not great relationship with running, and so I'm going to try and force myself to give it another go. As we're in such a really nice location this morning, I thought I'll make the most of it. The flies are chasing me. I guess they're making me not stop. See the van, almost back. Hello. Hello kittens.
Good morning everybody. We decided to stay 2 nights in this beautiful spot in the end because it's just so amazing, and also it's just taking a break over the weekend while everybody else is out and about, and to have a break from all the driving that we've been doing and to give Tia and Sky lots of lovely walks. They actually went for some really big walks down there. They were following us, they were healing, and we've been training them to come along with us, which has been really cool. We didn't film any of it because we were just focusing on them, but it was so much fun watching them run along, and Sky was bouncing along. We were getting her to run and follow us as well, which was really cool. So yeah, we just had a really nice time here, but it's time to carry on towards Madrid today. We've got some chores we need to do, so we need to go do some laundry and a food shop, and then the plan is to try to get past Madrid today and then get to the desert area before the mountains tomorrow, which is a really cool location we both want to get to. So yeah, I've got a bit more driving to do, about 5 hours before our final destination in Spain, and then onwards to France. Good evening everybody. We have made it to our park up for the night, and we've driven almost 3 hours today. And you might be wondering why we're driving this journey so slowly and why we've been breaking it up into about 3 hour segments each day. And that's because of Tia and Sky. They don't really like it when we do long drives. At the start of this trip we did a 8 hours in the end journey all the way from France to the west coast of France, and it was just a little bit much for them. And we've done another, I think it was a 6 hour journey from Scotland back to Hannah's parents' house at the beginning of the year, and it's quite a lot, especially when it's hot like it is now. And because we've moved away from the coast, it's about 5-6 degrees plus warmer, so it's just a little bit much for them. So we're breaking the journey up to the north of Spain up over the next few days, and we should get there tomorrow actually, but we've just been breaking it up to give them a little break. And we've had a beautiful park up here now in the mountains, yeah, overlooking the hills.
Got a great view.
So yeah, that's where we are. It's a couple of hours till sunset. We've also done all of our laundry today and driven past Madrid, which was a big achievement because that was quite busy, and the drivers around Madrid are crazy. We almost got hit into a few times, but we managed to survive. So yeah, we're just excited just to chill this evening and get some energy back, ready for the final 3 hour drive tomorrow, and we should be at our destination.
Yeah, and it's been nice to drive slowly as well. Like you said, we've been driving more like economically.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? So we're not been using as much fuel because we're driving quite slowly, taking it easy.
Yeah.
And
We're driving
nice.
about 30 kilometres slower on the motorways than the maximum speed, so we're just cruising along in the slow lane, taking it easy on the van, and yeah, it's just been nice. But it has been much hotter. That we've noticed definitely a difference coming inland.
yeah,
And it's
30 degrees, like average.
Yeah, that's like
highest
the coolest. The coolest it's been is 30 degrees. So it's been warmer than that a few days, but
Yeah, but we're going somewhere a little bit hotter, so
yeah.
we'll see how we survive.
Yeah. But it's we're parked up in the shade now, got a beautiful view, and we'll put dinner on in a little while. I thought I'd also just mention this little village that we parked up at for tonight, this little like camping picnic area kind of place. The village we had to drive through is up off the main road that we've been driving on, so it's really easy to get back onto the main road tomorrow. But in classic Google Maps fashion, instead of taking us on it's still a small road going around the edge of the village, but instead of taking us on that, it took us through the heart of the village, and it was so tight. Like it's probably the tightest place we've driven on this trip so far, but it reminds us of some places we've been in Cornwall and stuff. And also all of their power cables are strung on concrete posts on the side of the road and then going to the house, and some of them hang really low, so we thought with like our roof box and stuff we might be catching some of them. We're okay, but I had to get out the last 100 metres or maybe 200 metres and walk it around the corner to see if we could get to this spot without getting stuck. But yeah, the road actually coming around the corner was much better, so we think we can get out much better in the morning. But yeah, Google Maps, check those roads.
So we have driven about 3 hours today further north, and we're now in the northern part of Spain, just kind of outside the Pyrenees, but we're near Bardenas Reales Natural Park, which is where we're heading tomorrow, and we are parked up in like an air tonight. But it's a really cool location because it's got some caves in these cliffs just behind me, so we're just going to go for a little wander this evening. It's pretty hot. It's maybe 31 degrees I think today, so yeah, we've been having the fan on and trying to keep cool, and not been doing much when we arrived. So now it's getting a bit cooler, we're going to just go around and explore. People used to actually live in these caves, especially during the summer, because it's nice and cool, and you can definitely feel it as you walk straight in here. It's instantly so much cooler than outside. And I'm just reading on here that they didn't have any running water in the caves, so they had to bring them all the way up from the river down at the bottom of the hill of the cliffs and bring them up in brass jugs. So that sounds like hard work. Lovely view of our van just down there, but we're going to be heading in that direction tomorrow. That's a pretty cool view from up here, see quite far. We've just stumbled across this house. It's absolutely massive and it's painted in blue, and I can see in the next room there's pink, so we're just going to go have a look through here.
And there's also an oven.
Oh yeah, and there's an oven, some tiles. This is huge, a room just off through there. I feel like I'm gonna like enter the room and someone's gonna be there like yeah. Wow. This feels like it was almost like recently used.
Yeah, it's pretty cool in here, isn't it?
Yeah. Not a bad place. It's quite bright and airy. Like the curved walls.
So if you can see behind me, we've been walking around the town, there's all these fences and gates blocking off certain streets, and it's because they have the bull running in towns like this in August. It's not happening now, it's over, and we're not sure how ethical it is, but obviously it's a very traditional thing to do in this part of Spain. But every street pretty much has like one of these bull gates blocking off certain parts of the bulls running in a certain way, and it must be crazy watching it. It must be packed to the streets of people running away from the bulls and getting chased, and I imagine there's some horrific injuries if they get caught. But it's really interesting.
First aid just over there.
There's a first aid container just over there, but all the streets have these big gates that are obviously temporary, blocking everything off. But yeah, it must be crazy. And also further up the street there's like barricades that are angled, which we can imagine you could jump behind to hide if you're getting caught by the bull. But yeah,
Yikes.
Pretty crazy.
I'm just looking at pictures of people now getting chased by bulls. It looks horrendous. Why would you ever want to do that?
We have driven more than 650 miles now since we left Portugal, all the way to the northern part of Spain where we are now. And we're actually going to finish this episode here. So if you're interested to see what the desert looks like, tune in for next week's episode. And we're actually calling this leg 1 of our journey heading north to get back to the UK before our visa runs out. And so part 2 is going to be driving through the desert tomorrow, heading up through the Pyrenees, and then leg 3 will be the final journey through France. So yeah, a couple more episodes to come from our time here in Europe, and we've had such an epic journey. It's been amazing. We really hope you've enjoyed it as well. So don't forget to give us a like and a comment down below, and we'll see you guys next week for another episode.